going.
Alrighty. Good morning, boys. My name's Colin. I've got two boys that go to this school, Ethan and Mitchell. And today I'm going to read a couple of books to you boys, because reading's very important. I do a lot of reading at work, and you can never read enough books, boys. So today I've got a couple of books. The first one is called The Big Fat Cow That Goes Kapow. And I've got a second one here which is called Redback on the Toilet Seat. And I've read this to my boys a few times, and it's a really funny book. So we'll start off with The Big Fat Cow That Goes Kapow. Alrighty, big fat cows. It's raining big fat cows today. How many cows? It's hard to say. A big cow here, a fat cow there. Big fat cows are everywhere. Cows underwater, cows in space. Big fat cows all over the place. Cows in boats, cows in suits. Big fat cows in cowboy boots. Now that would be funny, boys, seeing cows in cowboy boots. This one is a mixed up cow. It flaps its wings and says meow. Oh no, watch out, don't look now. This one is an exploding cow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, kapow. Right, the next one, boys, is called Noel the Mole. Here is a hole, a deep dark hole. In this hole lives a mole called Noel. He eats black coal. He plays rock and roll. And that's the whole story of the mole called Noel. He's a hole-dwelling, coal-eating, rock and roll mole. Alrighty, there'll be one more out of this book, boys. It's called Klaus the Mouse. I think Klaus could be a German mouse. This is Klaus. Klaus is a mouse. Klaus the Mouse has a very small house. A very, 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 very small house. But Klaus the Mouse hates his small house, because Klaus is a very, very, very big mouse. Alrighty, boys. That was 3 books from the Big Fat Cow That Goes Kapow. Now I'm not sure if the library has a copy of that, but I'm sure. If not, this book, you boys can borrow this book if you like from either Ethan or Mitchell or myself. Right, the next book I've got is called Redback on the Toilet Seat. This is one of my favourites. It's a real Australian book. It's quite funny. I'll get a bit more animated with this one. There was a redback on the toilet seat when I was there last night. I didn't see him in the dark, but boy, I felt his bite. I jumped high up into the air, and when I hit the ground, that crafty redback spider was nowhere to be found. Rushed into the missus, told her just where I'd been bit. She grabbed the cutthroat razor blade, and I nearly took a fit. I said, just forget what's on your mind and call a doctor, please, because I've got a feeling that your cure is worse than the disease. I can't lie down, I can't sit up, and I don't know what to do. And all the nurses think it's funny, but that's not my point of view. I tell you it's embarrassing, and that's to say the least, that I'm too sick to eat a bite, while that spider had a feast. And when I get back home, I tell you what I'll do. I'll make that redback suffer for the pain I'm going through. Oop. I've had so many needles that I'm looking like a sieve, and I promise you that spider hasn't very long to live. There was a redback on the toilet seat when I was there last night. I didn't see him in the dark, but boy, I felt his bite. I jumped high up into the air, and when I hit the ground, that crafty redback spider was nowhere to be found. So watch out for spiders, boys, especially in the old toilet seats. So that was the Redback on the Toilet Seat. That's another book which is one of my favourites. So either of these books, boys, if you want to read them, Like I said, if the library don't have them, then you can borrow these. But main thing, boys, is enjoy reading. Read as much as you can, because it'll help you out later on. It's fun. I enjoy it, and I hope you guys do too. Thank you.